So we had JP Morgan just settle a US Treasury bond on the XRP blockchain in under 5 seconds. JP Morgan just settled a Treasury bond, yes, I said it, on the blockchain, specifically XRP's blockchain, in under 5 seconds. And Goldman Sachs executive is the one who pressed the button. Listen to this timeline because it's absolutely insane. April 28, 2026, Oliver Harris, a senior digital asset executive at Goldman Sachs, gets hired by JP Morgan to run Connexes, JP Morgan's basically blockchain platform. 8 days later, May 6, 2026, JP Morgan, MasterCard, Ondo Finance, and Ripple complete the first cross-border, cross-bank redemption of tokenized US Treasuries in human history, settled on XRP Ledger in under 5 seconds. Outside banking hours specifically, with JP Morgan's wiring the dollar leg to Ripple's bank account in Singapore. You don't pull a Goldman Sachs digital assets executive to a JP Morgan platform that's already processing over $5 billion a day in transactions and then ship the trade of the decade 8 days later, unless that trade was queued up months in advance, right? That's not coincidence, okay? That's a plan. The Great Migration is here. The world's biggest financial giants in the world just told you crypto is the next chapter of finance. Let me put this in plain English, okay? Tokenized US Treasury means a real treasury bill with a digital wrapper around it that lets all of that move on the blockchain. Cross-border means it left the US and landed in Singapore. Cross-bank means JP Morgan was on the side and Ripple was on the other. 5 seconds means the legacy version of this trade takes 1 to 3 business days. It took blockchain 5 seconds. And the public blockchain they chose to ship it on wasn't Ethereum, it wasn't Solana, it was XRPL. The chain 99% of finance Twitter wrote off as a complete scam. Here's why nobody in the CNBC is connecting the dots. The Goldman to JP Morgan hire happened on Tuesday. The trade happened the following Tuesday. The Senate Banking Committee announced the Clarity Act markup the same week. The DTCC announced its own tokenization service launching later this year, all within 10 days. This is just not a switch. This is a massive launch. The Bank for International Settlements has been trying to build this exact architecture for 2 years through Project Agora. The central banks of England, Japan, Korea, France, Switzerland, Mexico, plus the New York Fed, they're all still in the prototype phase. A public blockchain just shipped the first production version ever. An ex-Goldman Sachs guy basically pressed the button 8 days into his new job. If you're still arguing whether XRP is a security in 2026, you missed the boat. The plumbing just got welded last week. Please position accordingly.